and Shiro ordered the youth to prepare for war. At that time, Zhang told his followers to wait until night falls and try to rescue Lao at any cost before he was executed. As for Bing, he saved himself and wanted to get out of the city, but he was surprised by Shiro's wife, who handed him a letter. Mei wrote this letter before she died and asked Bing in it he was going to take the students to the capital so they could complete their education. Bing read the letter and thought for long hours whether he would help the students or continue his journey alone. After Bing read the letter, Shiro saw him from afar and asked to eat with him. Why did Pingsal Shiro decide to execute Lao? Because he put his wife and daughter's lives in danger. Of course, Shiro told him that justice must be served and that he could not leave Lao Yang unpunished. Bing was convinced by his words and told Shiro and his wife that he would not leave the city and would fight with them. At night, one of the young men will deliver the food. Here we know that soldiers infiltrated the city and they were armed with sharp swords. They surprised the young men guarding Lao and attacked them fiercely. Despite this, the young men fought bravely until their last breath. Shiro and his strong wife arrived, using their exceptional kung fu skills to repel Zhang's soldiers. In the end, Zhang's soldiers fled like cowards. However, Shiro was saddened because one of the young men had died in the battle, leaving the townspeople terrified. Lao tried to take his own life to prevent the soldiers from destroying the village, but someone saved him at the last moment. Later, Zhang was surprised by a visitor. It was Bang. It was revealed that Bang and Zhang had been friends in the past, working as bodyguards for wealthy people. One day, they had to take a man and his wife hostage. When the man tried to save his wife, the wealthy employer who had hired Bang and Zhang killed both of them. Bang was furious and decided to kill the wealthy man, but Zhang argued that they were being paid and should follow orders. From that day, Bang left his job as a bodyguard and began wandering to defend the weak, while Zhang rose through the ranks and became an officer in the army. Zhang ordered Bang to leave the city because he planned to attack it soon, but Bang refused, saying he would fight alongside the weak and innocent until his last breath. That night, Bang snuck into Lao's cell, pretending to be a spy sent to free him. He asked Lao what he would do if he were released. Lao replied that he would bring the army and destroy the city completely. Here we understand that this was a plan by Shiro to find out if Lao would leave them alone or not. But in the end, it turned out he was despicable and would eliminate everyone as soon as he got the chance. Shiro went to the forest in the middle of the night to meet his assistant Bong. Bong and Shiro were old friends and grew up together. Bong begged him to release Lao and save the city from the wrath of the soldiers, but Shiro refused and managed to convince Bong to fight alongside him. Here we learn that this was a trap by Yang and his gang to get rid of Shiro. Even Bong collaborated with them, but later changed his mind and fought alongside his friend. Indeed, the fight between Shiro and Bong against Yang and his gang was fierce. The place was surrounded by thorns and deadly traps. Here, Shiro's legendary combat skills were revealed, as he used his whip to defeat the criminals one by one. But Yang moved at lightning speed and tried to ambush him. Then he attacked, and Bong assisted him by delivering a powerful blow that finished him off. Of course, Shiro was enraged because his dear friend died in front of him. So he grabbed Yang, destroyed him in seconds, and was deeply saddened by Bong's death, taking him to the village for burial. Meanwhile, Bing arrived late after the fight was over. Unfortunately, the villagers were terrified when they learned of Bong's death. They asked Shiro to hand over Officer Lao to the soldiers to be left in peace. At first, Shiro refused because Lao had to be punished for his actions. But he eventually agreed after everyone in the village begged him, even the young men who fought alongside him. They too surrendered and asked him to release Lao. He said he would release him from prison as soon as possible. When Bing heard this, he was shocked again. The next day, the mayor and the rest of the villagers went to release Lao from prison. Meanwhile, Shiro bid farewell to his wife and daughter, asking them to flee because trouble was coming soon. The young men who worked with him also bid him farewell in sadness, promising to protect his wife and daughter no matter the cost. After everyone left, Bing asked Shiro why he stayed in the village. Shiro said he had to stay to defend the weak. He also asked Bing to escort the students to the capital to fulfill Professor May's will. Colonel Zhang arrived with hundreds of soldiers. As soon as he reached Lao, suddenly Shiro appeared with the key. Indeed, Shiro unlocked the doors for Lao and freed him from his chains.